resources provided for builders throughout the duration of the hackathon, and then just a reminder on the timelines. So first, it's just a recap. It's again, a Cosmos SDK chain. So it uses Comet BFT for the consensus. Right now, teams can use Rust and Cosmosm to build contracts, but we're looking to add EVM support very soon as well. So that would add on the suite of like familiar tooling like Truffle, Remix, Solidity, of course. Yeah. So the sponsors are a couple security partners, and then also ZK Pass. Oops. So first, Truflation. Yeah, so ZK Pass, Biosin, Zelic, Zokyo, and Sherlock. And basically, these are some of them have dedicated tracks, and also will be providing like auditing credits for projects that want to build something more production ready rather than just a proof of concept. Okay. So I'll go over the prizes first, and then dig into the details on each track. Yeah. So basically, there's 5K dedicated to each of the tracks. There's a baseline prize pool, auditing credits like we talked about, and then there's also an allocation directly put towards grants. And I would also emphasize that if you want to build something that doesn't seem like it's within the scope of the tracks, we still have requests for protocols and like an active grants program with like a lot of projects under evaluation. So you should still like run the idea by us if it doesn't fit inside the tracks we outline. The other thing is you have automatic acceptance to an accelerator that's starting in basically right after the hackathon. So that'll run in July. So basically, that's our first time doing an accelerator. It'll be with a couple of venture capital partners, and then also some of the key team members from Nibiru as well, like the ecosystem leads, founders, COO. And basically, you'll kind of get support on tokenomics, actual building and design if necessary, fundraising, legal, everything like that.
Hi, Unique. Sorry to interrupt you. I think we're running into some technical difficulties right now. It seems on our back end right now.
Got it.
Yeah, I really apologize for that. We might have to restart so we could potentially take this as like a practice round. But
Okay.
everything that you've been saying so far has been great. So yeah, really apologize for that. Let me continue talking to my ops team and see what's going on.
Got it. Are we doing like
Eric,
like streaming on multiple like YouTube and
yeah,
other platforms? Yeah.
yeah, I guess streaming on multiple platforms is kind of giving some difficulties. We're also like third partying this stream as well to your Twitter. So we'll see what's going on and try to solve it as soon as possible. Eric, do you see what's going on? Are we not live
It
anymore?
looks well. The YouTube ended. I don't know if the Twitter's still going.
Okay, thank you for the confirmation.
So we are live on a new YouTube link. That is
Okay.
on our side.
Got it. So let's see. Okay, one of them is still live. The other ones are down. Let's see what Lynn says to advise us. If you can, we can restart this whole entire thing. Or we could just continue.
Yeah, I can whichever makes sense. I can jump back in the middle and we can edit the video after, or
Yeah, definitely. We could
or
also
whatever makes
edit
the
that
most
out
sense.
for you. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, no worries. I think we were at a transition point anyway. I was about to go over the tracks and then a couple of resources. So, one sec. All right, am I good to go?
Give me like another second. I think we're live on one channel, but not the other. We're going to see if we could go back live and see how the editing goes. Just give me like 15, 20 seconds. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, unique. I would just continue on then.
Okay, cool. All right, so where was I before? Okay,
Uh,
we were about to go over the hackathon tracks. So, um, yeah, it looks like my screen is back on. So, all right. So there are 5 tracks. Basically, DeFi. This one's pretty straightforward, as the vast majority of projects do, right? So that's anything like lending protocol, DEX, aggregator, anything there. Gaming, we did have a team develop an Unreal SDK. Um, they're working on QA, but basically, if you want to build a game leveraging Unreal Engine 5, that will also be possible throughout the duration. I would also stress that you don't have to use Unreal SDK. If you want to propose a different game, um, that's totally fine as well. Real world assets is the third track. So Trueflation is um, if you use the Trueflation API, there's a dedicated prize for that in particular. Um, we also have SocialFi as one of the categories, and then privacy. And then that one through ZK Pass is also sponsored. So if you use, um, particularly if you use ZK Pass to build your project, there's a dedicated prize for that track as well. Okay, a little bit on the resources. So of course we'll have everything from instructions on how to use the SDKs, um, guidance on like finding team members, everything like that. The entry point for all of that, I would say, is to join the dedicated hackathon Telegram, because we'll pin resources and kind of use that as like a main announcement channel throughout the duration of the hackathon. And then, of course, the main Telegram and Discord for Nibiru is good to join as well. Then as I'll also be sharing this deck that we're going through in the video. So I put a couple things here that are hyperlinked so that you can actually go through this. So like for this page example, it has a lot of details on resources and links. Of course, you don't need to read this right now, but I put it here for so you can review it after. And then lastly, there are several talks and workshops throughout the duration of the hackathon. So the first one I believe, is tomorrow. So I know the first two are definitely scheduled. Those come up on the 2nd and the 7th. So basically, there will be workshops on how to deploy and instantiate smart contracts. This is for Cosmosm ones. Um, the using our JavaScript and CLI tooling as the second one. Then a workshop with CK Pass on how to leverage their technology and how to basically um, build dApps leveraging their CK technology. The Unreal SDK workshop, and then one from Trueflation on RWAs, and then also smart contract security from Biosin. And then we may add in if on the protocol development side we get the EVM, we'll probably also do workshops on that as well. And then yeah, the lastly is just going over the timeline, which again the hackathon runs from April 20th to June 9th.
Awesome. Thank you, Unique, for the whole entire presentation and going through the whole entire hackathon, the tracks, the prize pool, and the deadline as well. Just kind of, wanted to ask you a few questions regarding the hackathon. Is there anything exciting that you guys are looking forward to? Any ideas that you could potentially recommend to the developers to continue to build on top of?
Yeah, I would in particular be interested to see something we saw as kind of an emergent thing in the Nibiru ecosystem over the past. Um, I would say, especially since the mainnet launch in March, is the collaboration between teams that are already building on the chain to work together. So it'd be nice to see DeFi dApps plug in to work with a project called like Euclid. So they're working on basically a shared state. I don't even know what to call it. It's not a DEX. It's basically like a liquidity layer that combines multiple applications together so that basically projects can synergize a lot better rather than just competing for liquidity. It would be cool to see teams in the DeFi category come together and build off of that. Um, and on top of like ZK Pass, we've also got like the Reclaim SDK. So seeing some teams build zero knowledge apps there would be interesting. And then also nice integrations with a native Oracle. But those would probably be the things I'm like most excited about personally.
Yeah, awesome. You guys heard it here first. So definitely check those, ideas out and see if you could kind of implement them into your hackathon project and build on top of. Um, and just kind of following through on what Unique said, definitely reach out to, their Telegram, their Discord, and check out the developer resources that I posted on their website. And feel free to reach out to DoraHacks directly as well if you have any further questions. We'd love to have you guys in our community and continue just asking questions, building out any conversations that you guys really have for us. We'd love to, be there for you guys to lend our hand and share our support. So, Unique, thank you once again so much for your presentation and, running us through that whole entire hackathon of the Nibiru. Very excited for what's going on. If you have any, closing statements regarding, the hackathon before we kind of move on to the demonstration of, how to submit your project, we'll love to hear them out.
Yeah, I would just do a big shout out to our ecosystem lead, Eric, and head of growth, Brandon. They did a lot of work, putting everything together for the hackathon. So yeah, just excited to see what comes out of it.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Yeah, big shout out to everyone that kind of put their efforts in and helped everyone out to build up this hackathon. It's very exciting, and we're looking forward to what's going to be coming forward in the next couple of months. So thank you for everyone's efforts. We really appreciate it. So to kind of continue on, we'll be moving on to the demonstration of how to submit a project onto the Nibiru Cataclysm Hackathon. So let me share my screen here. Alrighty. Does everyone see my screen? Yes, I think it is good. So just to kind of take a few minutes to walk the audience into um, you know, how to submit a project into the hackathon. For those who have participated in DoraHacks hackathons before, you could kind of go through the simpler instructions and movements to submit another project. But if you're a first developer, welcome, and we're excited to have you guys here. So we'll just kind of give you a little bit of instruction feedback to kind of go through the application process. So for first off, if you guys could, log into the DoraHacks website, you could log in with your GitHub, Lightning, MetaMask, Kepler, Wallet Connect, email. We do recommend developers to, log in with their GitHub. It's just a little bit easier for further down the line, just to share resources and other documentations that you might have for your project. It just kind of simplifies and streamlines the process further down the line. And then after you guys have signed in, you could kind of go to the hackathon tab over here and take a look at the ongoing hackathons. So you could find the Nibiru hackathon. If you scroll down a little bit, or in the search bar over here, you can just type it in, Nibiru, and then you will see it populate over here, the Cataclysm hackathon that is currently ongoing. So it is currently ongoing with 39 days, $160,000 prize pool. But yeah, so just kind of going into the details, there's more introductions here about what Nibiru is, the winners, the hackathon duration, the tracks that we're expecting, the judges, the judging period, the workshops that will be happening in the upcoming weeks, and also talk about the sponsors as well. So if you're going to go into the submission guide, this is like the written portion of how to submit. But to continue on, we could submit a buildle, and that is how we start off. We log in. Let me log in as well. Again, real quick. Oh, you guys might see my emails. Give me a second. Oh, jeez. Can you guys see my screen again? Let's see. Okay. So you have to submit, and then email login. Let me see. Oh. Hello, can you guys hear me now? It seems like my audio kind of cut off for a little bit. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so just the build date, kind of an example. Just put down what you guys have in mind. So Nibiru project. And then, build a logo and also like the vision. So the vision here is kind of like your mission statement of, what the problem you guys are trying to solve, what you guys are looking forward to going forward, and also like the goals that you have in mind. Just kind of a little mission statement to kind of present your project in one sentence or a few. Going further down the line, we have the builder description here. You could, go as in depth as you can for this details portion. Is kind of going to be your front page of the whole entire hackathon project. You're able to embed images, links, different GIFs. So try to make this as artistic and presentable as you can, because this will be your front page of the hackathon, and it will be the first thing people will look at when scrolling through over your project. So yeah, and then over here is categories, and this kind of like tags that we have. Don't take this into too much consideration. It just kind of simplifies the process of looking for your project. It's kind of like Twitter tags, just kind of help the relevancy of the project as well. Here's the GitHub URL, and if you have that, and also like the project demo URL and the demo video URL, if you guys can prepare that to kind of give us an insight in the preparation and how to, give us a walkthrough of the project, to give us a little demonstration and insight on how the whole entire project works and goes down. And then team information here is anyone on your team that is participating and actively helping development of the project that you want to give access to be able to edit the project as well. Just provide the name, experiences as well, their role, and any other information that you might find useful for the judging process further down the line. And you can invite team members here. I can add my coworker Chris over here, and we'll send them an email to invite them to the hackathon, and you guys can work on it together and collaborate together at the same time. So we have this little link here. It's called team building, and this helps recruit other team members to your developer team and project. So we'll help onboard and connect you with other developers if you are looking for other team members to help support the project that you guys are thinking of building out. Social links, this is pretty important. You at the end of the day, these hackathon projects, you are creating a brand, and you will be pivotal ecosystem projects further down the line. So I think it is essential to kind of have that brand and be able to present yourself in a marketing manner as well. So make sure you guys have a Twitter. I think that's the most important. Facebook and Instagram, they're alternatives as well, but I think Twitter is definitely the most important and the most used, especially in the industry that we are in. Telegram, another important contact information that we really advise that you guys add. Telegram will be used for direct communication from either the hackathon or even from DoraHacks itself, just to contact you guys regarding the hackathon, any questions you may have, the judging period. So any conversation will really go through Telegram. So make sure you guys add your Telegram, so we can keep that communication channel open in order to keep the fluidity of the conversation and communication channels. So there's some alternative contacts as well. If you guys have a Discord, WhatsApp, WeChat, but once again, we really advise and recommend that you guys have a Telegram added. So once this is all done, you could agree to the terms of agreement and submit the build and back. So once that is submitted, it should populate right here below the newly project that you guys created. And then from the drop-down track, you could pick the track that you feel that your project is most aligned with, and to the hackathon track that you guys want to be submitted to. And here, any additional information, this will definitely help the Nibiru organization learn more about your project, and kind of give a summary and a very brief description of what you guys are building. This is very important as well, just to help kind of ease the process of going over through all the projects and looking over them as well. So once that is all done, press I agree and submit hackathon application. And then congratulations, your hackathon project should be submitted, and you'll be able to see it populate in the hackathon page pretty soon. You get like a little congratulations tab that pops up after you guys submit. But yeah, so that's how you guys submit a project to the hackathon, to the Nibiru Cataclysm Hackathon. Once again, this is a very exciting hackathon that is going on. So I wouldn't wait too long to participate, as there is, going to be a lot of competition and a lot of exciting things that are happening. So let me stop sharing my screen. And yes, with that demonstration, I would just like kind of want to thank Unique once again for his time today and helping out with the presentation and talking about the hackathon and what we're excited to see. So if you have any closing remarks, we'd love to hear them now, and the stage is yours.
Just one thing I noticed when you were going through the portal, we didn't go over the judges. So the judging panel includes like some of the engineering and leadership from the Nibiru team, but then also like the CEO of Tribe Capital, investment partner at ArcStream. So basically, there'll also be large investment firms in the judging panel. So that's not listed in the prize pool, but basically that people may be able to get investment out of doing the hackathon too.
Oh yeah, that's pretty some cool, very cool, interesting stuff. Yeah. If you take a look at the judges, there are some investment panels or people that are on the investment team. So I think that would be a good way to like intro to VCs for possible investments down the line. And also, I know you guys have an accelerator program going on, so I think this will kind of fully support that as well to foster the growth in the Nibiru community as well. So there's a lot of different opportunities that are on the side of the Nibiru Hackathon as well. So make sure you guys take advantage. This is really exciting stuff, and we're looking for all the hackathon submissions to come through. And I think with that, we can close off the opening ceremony. So once again, Unique, thank you so much for your time, and coming on today to talk about the hackathon, and just it was a great time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Awesome. I think, Lynn, we could start heading off.